everybody. It's the Biscuit Podcast.
The biscuit, you cock-sucking motherfuckers. The biscuit, the biscuit, the biscuit, the biscuit. Oh, what the fuck?
Hold up.
Alright, we're in. In honor of the playoffs, since everybody's been upping their ante, I'm upping my ante. I got 4 beers now instead of 3 quick beers. I'm doing 4 quick beers an episode.
Nice.
So hopefully everybody can get on my level. The idea of that is to, while you're listening at work or whatever you're doing, to have 4 beers while you listen to the biscuit. So when I'm saying all the stupid shit at the end, because I'm mildly got a little buzz going, you'll understand that your ears will be a little buzzed too. Well, I'm sure you were doing better a couple hours ago. Probably wish we would have recorded before the game, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, told you. Do you want to do that game first, or you want to? Let's do it in the order I have it here, and we'll get to the Penguins game. I think we would be remiss if we didn't mention the performance from Pageau from Game 2, his 4-goal game. Somehow we just skipped over that last time. Did we record before Ottawa played Game 2, or during, or what the fuck?
I can't remember.
Or it's Ottawa, so no one really fucking cares, is what I'm guessing what happened.
No, we talked about them being up. They were up 2-0, I think, when we talked.
Yeah, so, but I mean, that goes to show a guy scores 4 goals the first time since Johan Franzen in 2010 for the Red Wings, and we don't even mention it. That's how little, like, that. I don't know what it is about the Senators. I really just can't. Like, the only reason I like them or care about it is because there's $300 of your money on the line.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think, well, they went up 2-0, then went to Madison Square Garden, the most famous arena in the world, and I think the fans won that shit for them. I think they were humbled by New York. I think New York used that to their advantage, and they used Biscuit-approved Tanner Glass to their advantage in New York as well, because he had one huge game and one pretty good game before that.
Oh, Craig Anderson tweeted a picture of Madison Square Garden from the goal net, like, during practice.
Yeah, that's not good.
And said, like, the best view in one of the best sports arenas or some shit like that. Something about blowing, basically saying Madison Square Garden is shit.
Right. And it shows that they're playing that's in their head. Like, oh shit, we're playing a playoff game in Madison Square Garden.
Well, no one's won in a game. Everyone who's played at home has won in that series.
Right. And they say after a Game 5, like 78% of the people that win Game 5 ended up winning the series. Until tonight, Craig Anderson was coming unraveled. He was playing like a guy that's wife has cancer. That's fucked up. But I thought he played better. Did you watch the game at all tonight, or you were busy, weren't you?
I watched the entire third period.
It was a good game.
The best.
It was a fucking good game. I mean, the end was incredible.
Yeah, that goal by New York was crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. So you missed... well, I'm sure you heard Neil played today for, like, the first time since fucking, like, February.
Yeah.
17 years in the league. He does one thing. He's an enforcer. He stirs up shit. And he was coming in to fucking fight Tanner Glass. That's why he was in that game. Everybody knew it. He did the thing that kind of... For me, I don't like it when they force, like, the fighting. You know, if Tanner Glass would have done something fucked up during that game, which he did, and then but Chris Neal just came out of fucking nowhere and like tries to ragdoll him, which nullifies a fucking power play that they would have had. And Tanner Glass knew it because he's a fucking nerd. He's a Dartmouth nerd, so he was playing to that. So I think Glass took the penalty on purpose to stir shit and then have Chris Neal fuck it up for him. And I don't think Chris Neal saw a shift after that.
When was that? Was it when?
It was the first period, I'm pretty sure.
I was gonna say I watched the third period. And I don't know if I saw Chris Neal play.
I'm telling you, I'm almost positive that when he fucked that penalty over for Ottawa, I don't think he touched the ice again. I am glad they paid him and played him. And I fucking went against what I always say and don't go on fucking Twitter during games, but all this fucking Ottawa's worse when Chris Neal's on the... I mean, they played better. Something had to be done. I don't know. You can't tell what it's like. You can't tell what it's like in a locker room with a guy.
He's played with Ottawa for 17 years.
Yeah. You don't think they fucking love that dude?
He's been an Ottawa Senator for 17 years.
You don't think that locker room changes when he's in there?
You would imagine. I mean, he's got to be like fucking grandpa of the fucking team.
For sure.
Like everyone probably respects him at least.
It's probably a completely different dressing room. Like, tonight when they won, they were probably fucking listening to Creedence, fucking drinking Miller Genuine Drafts.
Well, isn't Chris Neal Canadian?
Yeah, fucking Canadians drink Miller Genuine Draft, I guess.
Yeah, but why would he be listening to Creedence?
So they were listening to Shania Twain? I don't know. What's the fucking...
I don't know. What's that?
What's the Canadian Creedence?
That band that sings that...
The Crash Test Dummies?
Yep, there it is. That's what they were playing.
Once there was this guy who played
the only Canadian band I could think of.
Shania Twain and the Crash Test Dummies, Bare Naked Ladies.
They're not Canadian.
They're Canadian as fuck.
No, they're not.
That's the only way that band happens, is Canada. I think those are the only bands ever from Canada.
Yeah, you're right. They're from fucking Canada.
I know they're from fucking Canada. They reek of Canada.
I can't think of any others that are important to, like, history of music.
There's probably, like, one fucking huge one that we're missing, like Stings from Canada or something like that, like the Police.
Oh, I mean, Neil Young was born in Canada.
Oh, fuck, he's Canadian, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, but does it count? No.
Yeah, anybody would say he's an American folk singer.
Because he's not even, like...
And he's not, at all.
He might have been born there, but I don't think it fucking matters because...
I think he lives there to this day.
Does he really?
I'm pretty sure he fucking resides in goddamn Canada.
Alright, so they got Neil Young.
Rush.
Yeah, Rush. We forgot about Rush.
Fuck. Yeah, so they were listening to Rush for sure tonight.
Celine Dion.
Yeah, Celine Dion, Shania Twain, and Rush. That was the fucking playlist. And it was all good.
That was the playlist.
the
Nickelback.
Oh shit, the new Beatles is Nickelback. Same formula. Same. So Tanner Glass, right? Check this. Most points he's ever had in his fucking career is 16 in 2011-12 season with the Winnipeg Jets.
Nice.
This playoffs, he has half of that.
Nice.
So he's playing the best hockey he's ever played in his life. And he only played fucking like 11 games this year for New York.
Did he score the first goal of the Stanley Cup playoffs?
One of them.
I think it was the first goal of the entire playoffs.
No, it was a game-winning goal, game one. Because at one point I did see a meme that says, like, Tanner Glass has more goals than the entire Blackhawks team.
I think he's had a game. I think he had the first Stanley Cup playoff goal. Sniped it.
Did they win 1-0? Because he has 3 points or 4 points.
Round one seems ages ago.
Yeah, it seems like last season. It really, what? It was 2 weeks ago. Not even.
Not even.
But he only has 1 goal, and it's a game-winning goal. So I mean, it couldn't have been the first goal. Fucking shit. But this season, he only played 11 games and had 2 points all season long. So he's doubled his points from this season because he plays in the fucking AHL. Because as much as like the playoffs are showing that an enforcer works, they just refuse to play him during the season. Chris Neal plays tonight. Ottawa wins. Tanner Glass fucking starts game 3. They win.
I just looked it up. He scored the first goal of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
What the fuck?
I thought he did. Should have went with my gut.
Well, then the shit I have is wrong. I swear he had a game-winning goal.
They might have won 1-0. It was the fucking...
Were they the first? They were the first fucking game, too, weren't they?
Yeah.
Because Ottawa was going fucking insane that night. Ottawa was off the fucking charts. Ducks Oilers. Have you seen any of this shit?
Yeah.
So you were in the same boat as me. I tried my goddamnedest last night to watch that game.
Same.
It starts at 10:30 here. That's really fucking intense to try to watch that.
I was too bored after the Cavs game.
I didn't watch a second of that shit.
It's just not even...
What was I watching? Was there a game... Did Nashville play before?
No.
Sure they did. Yeah, right?
Did they play?
I don't fucking remember. That seems like a year ago too, and that was fucking last night. I definitely watched some kind of fucking hockey. I know I did.
The Blues won last night.
Last night, right? 2-1.
Yeah, Blues won last night.
Yeah, so that was before the fucking Ducks-Oilers game. I'm like going in and out of sleep. It's fucking 3-0. I'm like, oh, well, this fucking game's over. Probably like the rest of the world thought. There was a controversial call from, last night was game 4, so game 3, they said there was a potential goalie interference as the rule reads. Any part of the goalie that is outside of the crease, if it's interfered with unintentionally, can count as a penalty. So it's the writing, it's how the ref interprets it. His toe was out. I think it's Corey Perry hits his fucking toe and then scores. Talbot's all in a fucking fit, screaming, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't fucking matter because the refs called what it was. They even reviewed it and went by the fucking literal meaning of the rule and got the goal. I guess there was some shit like that again, the win last night. But what'd they score 4 goals in fucking like a half a second?
3
to take it to OT, right?
It was 3-0 Edmonton with 3 minutes and 16 seconds.
Wow.
And they pulled the goalie and scored 3 goals. Getzlaf scored the first one, and then the next one came with about a minute 40 left, and then the last one came with 15 fucking seconds left in the game.
All with no goalie?
Yeah.
That's unheard of. That's fucking insanity. It was in Anaheim too, right?
I believe so.
I'm almost positive. But that's got to be one of the best comebacks of all. I mean, so far this playoffs, that's with the Ottawa comeback. They were down 5-3 with 4 minutes left when they won game 2. Took a fucking one guy to score 4 goals. How many did Getzlaf have last night? 2, 3?
Just 1.
6, you said? God.
It was Getzlaff, Flower, Raquel, and then Perry got the goal in the double overtime.
Now, what do you attribute that to? A team in their first playoffs, or a veteran team, or just a complete fucking breakdown?
I don't know. Did you watch them? The goals?
No, I still haven't seen it.
It's not even, I feel like it's not Cam Talbot's fault. But at the same time, you gave up 3 goals.
Well, yeah.
The first one, Getzlaff you don't even really see it go in. But the one with 15 seconds left should have never happened. That's the one you need to watch.
Was it fucked up?
You just don't think it's going to happen the whole time, and then somehow it gets whacked in.
So, maybe I did see him, and maybe last night was the overtime goal that they think was an interference. I know people are all in a fucking hissy-pissy about 2 goalie interference calls.
It was double overtime when Perry scored.
Last night?
Yeah.
Damn. I think that there's been like fucking 20 overtimes in the playoffs so far.
Can you imagine that? I fell asleep. The fucking score was 0-0. No one scored a goal until the second period.
I was
out. It was 0-0.
I was laying on the floor, so I was super uncomfortable, so I would stay awake. Like, that's how hard I wanted to watch the game, and, like, just couldn't fucking do it, dude. It was just dead.
Double overtime.
What?
Double overtime. Almost 10 minutes. I think they went, like, 8 minutes into double overtime.
Yeah.
That's like, it was probably like fucking 1:30 Eastern time when that game was over.
Yeah, fuck that. That's insane. That's unnecessary. That's shit. That's why there shouldn't be teams out west. You gotta shut that whole... No teams further than St. Louis. Or Minnesota.
Same clock or something.
Or the Gambits. That's as far west as we go.
I'll be in Vegas in January. I'm going to go to a Gambits game.
What the fuck are you going to Vegas for?
New Year's Eve.
You're going to New Year's Eve in Las Vegas?
Yeah.
How?
I'm fucking getting on an airplane and going there.
Who's watching your kids?
Gives a shit.
Dude, you have to go to a game.
Oh, yeah. I already told Mariah. She was like, what do you mean go to a hockey game? And I said, I don't give a fuck what you guys do. I'm going to a hockey game.
You have to take a sign that says Las Vegas Gambits.
I'm buying a fucking Las Vegas Golden Knights fucking hockey t-shirt. And I'm sitting in the stands. If I don't buy a t-shirt and I don't go to a game, I'm going to regret it in 3 years when they're not a team.
Exactly. When they turn into the Atlanta Thrashers and end up in fucking Quebec City. Yeah, exactly.
That's my point. I want a t-shirt. I might even buy a fucking hat. Like, I want merchandise.
Everybody wants to be a Las Vegas fan, even though nobody wants to be a Las Vegas fan.
I'm buying merchandise. I'm buying fucking pucks and shit when I'm there.
That fucking picture that Bombay the Alcoholic sent us of the Las Vegas Gambits fucking merchandise thing, I about pissed myself laughing at that.
I'm telling you, he should buy it up while you can.
Dude, the iPhone will autocorrect Gambit to Gambit. That's not cool.
What do you mean?
Like, if you try to misspell Gambit, or, like, lowercase it, it fucking capitalizes it and fixes it.
Let me try.
Like, it's not even a fucking word. It's a fictional fucking character.
Should be the Vegas. They should be Las Vegas Gambits.
Well, I mean, I'm coming around to it. I think that's what I'm going to refer to them now as forever. The Gambits.
Their fucking helmet should have like 3 cards on it.
Oh, fucking Christ. They can't. They're not allowed to have anything like that.
Like a fucking rabbit poking its head off.
What does that have to do with the Gambit? They're not allowed to have anything referencing gambling.
He threw cards, didn't he?
Yeah, but what the fuck does the rabbit have to do with it?
I don't know. I just thought it'd be pretty cool.
Probably the most lackluster series is the Nashville Blues series. Nashville.
Not until the Blues won last night.
Still, it's what 3-2 now.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's
going to Game 6. Every series is 3-2, by the way.
It's definitely more interesting. Every series is.
Yeah. Nashville 3-2 against the Blues.
Caps.
Pittsburgh 3-2s against the Caps. Ducks are losing 3-2 to the Oilers, and who's the other ones I'm missing? Ottawa's up 3-2 against Rangers.
The Ducks were down 3-1 last night.
No, Ducks lead 3-2. That's my fault.
I was gonna say that ain't right. But Nashville, for whatever reason, seems to be just fucking shit up. I don't think anybody knows.
They lost in the second round last year in Game 7 against San Jose.
And,
right?
Yeah, and I forgot that. Going into this, like, oh shit, they lost to an incredibly talented team last year.
Game 7.
Game 7.
San Jose.
So Nashville is just a good playoff team all of a sudden? Now? I mean, that's 2 years in a row. That's doing fucking God's work, beating the fucking Blackhawks, sweeping the Blackhawks.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Kinda? That was fucking incredible.
I think the Blues are going to somehow win this series.
I refuse to go against the Blues. I'm always wrong about them, so I'm just always pick the Blues. The Blues will win it somehow. Somehow, some way.
Made it to the Western Conference Finals last year.
The Blues are good.
They made it to Western Conference Finals last year. I'm pretty sure they were the fucking 8th seed.
I'm pretty sure you're correct.
They played the Blackhawks in the first round, went to 7 games. I don't know who did in the second round, probably went to 7 games. They played fucking San Jose in the fucking Western Conference Finals, and I think it went to 6 or 7. They dragged your ass out and then ended up winning.
St. Louis was in the final, the conference final?
They lost to the fucking Sharks.
Are you sure?
Yes, they beat the Blackhawks.
So who'd they fucking beat in the second round?
I don't know. The Ducks.
There's no way that's right. Man, fuck. My memory is dog shit. The only really... Pekka Rinne is a beast.
Dallas. That's who they played. Dallas.
Ah, the fucking Stars.
It's 7 fucking games. I'm telling you. I'm not positive about it, but I am.
Did you just make that up? So that's not real.
What, in 7 games?
It definitely was Dallas, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, the fucking... Pekka Rinne is elite goalie. You have to say it now. I refused. I have to.
No.
You have to. He's an elite goalie. He'll be on your fantasy team next year. If you have a fantasy team, stop. Fantasy sports are for fucking queers.
No, they're not.
They're the worst. They're the worst thing that ever happened to sports. That's how you get Las Vegas Gambit fans, is because of fucking fantasy hockey and football.
If anyone's listening to this, I want you to write this down. That Cody just said that fantasy sports are for fags.
I said queers.
Whatever. Same word. So I want everyone to remember this, because next year in September, when he's retweeting the Biscuit Hockey League for fantasy, don't join it.
I'll call President Trump if anyone tries to set up the Biscuit Podcast fucking fantasy hockey league. Unless I can have the Blue Jackets complete roster and
draft them, because I won't pick. I'm not one fucking goddamn person on that team.
You have to pick at least 4 of them. Everybody needs at least 3 if you want to win the league.
I'm taking Bob and Bob only.
Cam Atkinson, points all day.
Penguins have the most points in the league. There's your team you want to take.
No. If I had to take a Penguin, I'd take Gino. Dude just lives on points.
All right, we'll see next year when I create this league.
I'm not joining it.
Yeah, you will.
So I'll call it cease and desist on the fucking... I'll call God Emperor Trump and we will put an end to it.
Fuck him.
Whoa, man. That's your president.
Not my president.
That is your president.
Hashtag not my president.
Hashtag biscuit approved. Hashtag Trump vibes.
Trump vibes.
Anyway, like I fucking told you this would happen, that stupid fucking puck that our older brother has, Ryan Ellis autograph, he's playing lights out. 9 points and 9 games, 4 goals, 5 assists. Ryan Ellis can't spell 4 goals. And
What's Brennan doing with the puck?
He won't give it to me. He doesn't even want it.
Next time one of us goes there, we'll just take it.
It's fucking National Treasure it.
Yeah.
Nick Cage, 2012.
Brendan Fraser?
Brendan Fraser's in The Mummy.
No.
Yeah, he is, for sure. Before The Rock.
What movie does he go and search for stuff?
Blast from the Past. he searches for the truth. He's also searching for the truth in Encino, man, dude. Wheezing the juice.
Always.
And the fucking Mummy's searching for the truth, dude.
He's always searching for the truth. Searching for the truth in fucking George in the Jungle.
Yeah. Trying to find out his fucking identity. The truth of his fucking identity.
Searching for the truth and fucking Airheads trying to find the truth about Rock.
Monkey Bone, maybe nothing about the truth in that one.
That movie I'm thinking of is called Journey to the Center of the Earth.
That has nothing to do with finding anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's about treasure.
Well, it's probably about finding the center of the earth.
Searching for the truth.
That Bedazzled movie when he fucking is the basketball player and his dick shrinks.
Dude, that basketball scene with the interviews is some of the funniest shit in cinema history.
What does he say? He's like, well, you gotta go play hard.
I thought we played pretty good.
I don't know. I think we played pretty good. Fuck.
I don't care what anyone says. That's fucking really funny. That scene is really funny.
I don't know why, but dude I work with, Alan and I were talking about that. But,
he's fucking just beating sweat down his face.
It's fucking pouring out of his face. Let me see if this works.
That's the only funny part of that movie.
Can you hear that?
No.
You can't hear that at all?
No. You want me to play it?
I'm playing it right now.
I can't hear it.
Elliot Richards.
What's he saying?
I'm waiting for it. There's just the commentators talking right now.
It shows him block like 100 shots.
It's the 7-Up dude. He's like, blah, blah, Michael Jordan. Oh, fuck. It's taking too long to get to him. That's a great fucking scene, though.
A hose of water being
Well, Big Ran, do you want to do the general news first or get into your Penguins Cap series? I'll give you the option since...
I don't care. You keep... We were already on the playoffs. Might as well keep talking about them.
All right. Tonight, just about an hour ago, the Washington Capitals won a game. Now 3-2. Had to win a game. But before we get into tonight's game, there's the cross check to Sydney because we haven't recorded since that happened. So I'm sure everyone's seen the video 1,000 times. I know I have. I know you have.
Yeah.
Sydney's going for a goal. He gets the slash from Ovechkin, which Sydney said it himself. Of course that's going to happen. I'm trying to score a goal. That happens every time you go to the net. Then it kind of fucking like sends him wavering, and he's going down, and Niskanen fucking cross-checks Sidney Crosby across the jaw.
Yeah.
Giving him a concussion. He has to leave the game. That was in the first period, I believe, of Game 4.
Yep.
So Sydney's out. Concussion protocol. Can't play the next game. Came back pretty quick, especially with his history of head injuries.
Yeah, he came back last year with concussion quick, too.
Because, I mean, if you look back at his head and his neck injuries, there's... I mean, he missed 60 games one year, 40 games another year.
They showed some stat. Gino has played like 129 games without him.
Yeah, that's nothing new. They're not. Gino's not afraid of it. And that just goes to show. And Sydney's got remarkable numbers with missing a lot of hockey.
Insane amounts of hockey, which I think people tend to forget that he's missed almost entire year one time, basically.
It was like 67 games. I forgot that happened. Was that when he got hit in the outdoor game?
I forget what hit gave it to him, but he had a concussion, and it was like his neck, and he never fucking came back that year. Well, and then the next year, the same thing happened, and I remember people were like, "He's done."
I thought he was done.
Back to back.
I thought he was done. He didn't play that. I mean, he put not like, but then the World Cup this year. Well, last year obviously he was really good, but then the World Cup happened this year, and I was like, oh fuck, this dude is the best player in the world. And then this whole season, he just refused to not be the best player in the world.
Yeah.
Sidney Crosby.
After last year, I mean, them winning the cup, and then, like you said, the World Cup.
But
he was playing insane hockey, and he was playing insane playoff hockey up until Niskanen did that. I don't think Niskanen hit him in the head on purpose, but he clearly probably wanted to cross-check him.
There's no way he wasn't going to cross-check him. He had his fucking hands on his stick ready to cross-check him. Unfortunately for Niskanen, Sidney Crosby was falling down.
But he didn't need to.
And there was... No, he could have just fucking hit him. He didn't have to cross-check him. But, like you said, I don't think he was going for his head. But, I mean, when you're going to do something dirty, shit can happen badly like that. And I'm sure he feels bad about it. Nobody wants to hit
him hard.
Yeah, for sure. He wanted to fucking deck him.
Rock him.
Yeah, he wanted to lay him out.
And that's what pisses off people say it wasn't dirty, because Niskanen was trying to do something dirty. Crosby was falling, made it a lot worse.
Right. But, yeah, maybe Niskanen wasn't.
No, he fucking hates Sidney Crosby.
Most people do. I don't know. I think I'm glad he wasn't.
The only guy Crosby.
I'm glad he wasn't suspended. I thought the game misconduct was enough.
Yeah, that was
even Sidney said, like, the Ovechkin slash was whatever. He's like, the play after that, it's questionable. He's like, I mean, you could go one way or the other, but the thing is, I got hit in the head, And the thing that surprised me the most was dudes like, Barry Trotz took it to a whole nother level, saying it was just what he called a hockey play. You don't bear down on your stick like that. Like, ready to fucking take somebody. Niskanen was ready to take him out.
Exactly.
He was going to take him out. It just, instead of it being his chest, it ended up being his fucking chin. I was very surprised that Ty Domi came out and said what he said. That actually shocked me. That made me think about it some more. Like, oh shit, this is a bigger deal, and maybe it is a dirty play. Me and not playing the game at any sort of high level whatsoever, you know, it just kind of, and it goes so quick, like boom, boom, boom. If Niskanen or anybody said, well, I didn't mean to, but Ty Domi's played the game. Ty Domi's done dirty shit. He would know. And
it clearly shows how much timing. Niskanen didn't even need to lift his arms.
No. And then it doesn't help that it's Sidney Crosby that you hit in the chin like that either. That's not gonna, because that's gonna raise more eyebrows than say if it was basically anybody else.
Then Kessel and Beagle were fighting.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Beagle said it's a hockey play, and Kessel said if he thinks that's a hockey play, he's an idiot.
And then Beagle
said, let's play Mario Kart.
Dude, I guarantee with how many cheeseburgers fucking Phil eats, he's really good at Mario Kart.
For sure.
Either that or he's never played a video game in his life. Could be either way.
I'm too busy winning fucking cups.
No, he's a piece of shit. So that play was unfortunate. I would have liked to seen somebody on the Penguins. I know it's the playoffs and you have to watch your emotions, but at least do something about it. Fucking, you got it. That's your
they
team.
Won't. They like.
That's your team leader. Somebody's got to step up and just take the penalty. Well, you have one of the best.
We've never.
You cut out. What'd you say?
You've said this in the past. We've never had a true blue enforcer.
I know.
We've had dudes that like to hit people. We've barely had dudes that like to brawl.
Asham was a full blown enforcer. So was Larocque, but Larocque was in the twilight of his career.
Even Larocque said that the dirt hit was dirty.
Yeah, he sure did.
He came out and said when I saw that he came out and said that hit was dirty, I said, "You gotta be fucking kidding me."
And if you look at
a guy that lived off making those hits,
if you look at Larocque and Ty Domi's like Twitters too, they don't tweet a lot.
No, I was shocked when he tweeted that.
So when they come out and say that, it made me go, "Oh shit!"
Especially when
Hornquist will fucking drop with guys. He should have went for a tilt. He should have fucking went for a tilt. I think
he did get feisty that rest of the game, and he was feisty game 4 too.
He's always a little feisty. I want to see him fucking enforce, but like he's not an enforcer, so it's
they like winning too much.
It's different too to be like, I'm about to take this guy, drop my gloves, and get punched in the face. That takes it takes a special human to want to do that.
They just like winning too much.
Yeah, and it's the playoffs. I mean.
They think
somebody asked Scott Parker about it on Twitter, and he even said, he's like, I'd go take out their best player, and he goes, but you also have to think of this. It's the playoffs. You have to watch your emotions.
Yeah, it's not regular season. I think Hornquist fights him.
Regular season, somebody fucking better, but I don't even think it would have happened. I don't think it would have happened.
You know who would have fucking fought him? Chris Letang would have fucking fought him.
Yeah, Letang don't fuck around.
I really wish he would have not been hurt because he would have fought him right after it happened.
Yeah, that's what I that's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see. And I miss Letang being in the lineup for the Penguins. I like watching Letang play hockey. I do.
Yeah, he's like one of my favorites.
He has to stay healthy one year. And the Norris Trophy's his.
I think he might have played all year last year.
I don't think so. I think he went down for a little bit.
He would have.
Man, are you in a different spot? You're fucking cutting out.
I think the Penguins... No, I'm in the same spot. I think the Penguins were more of a shock.
More shocked by it?
No one really reacted. They were kind of just like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, that's true too. You watch your captain kind of skate off like that too. The other play is the high stick to Bonino. And I know I sent you the Don Cherry video.
Yeah, fuck Don Cherry.
We're Canadians. We wear shirts and ties.
How many games has he played in the NHL?
Don Cherry?
Yeah.
Probably a bunch, didn't he?
0. Not a fucking game, because he's a fucking poser.
He was a coach, wasn't he?
Not one fucking game.
Oh, bullshit.
0 Stanley Cups. He played in the fucking AHL. He won 4 Calder Cups. Congratulations, Don Cherry. You won 4 Calder Cups. I have 4 fucking Calder Cups. Bonino, Stanley Cup champion. Bonino, game winner in Game 6 last year against the Capitals. Bonino, game winner against the Bucks.
Oh, he was on the fucking Canucks before they were in the NHL.
He never played in the NHL. Don't fucking quiz me on my Don Cherry. Fuck him.
He was almost in the NHL. You're right.
Yeah, so was I.
I
almost played in the NHL. Fuck him.
And then he didn't even coach the Bruins when they won a Stanley Cup, did they?
No. Fuck his purple suits, his yellow suits, his fucking... You're not fucking whatever his name was from the NBA. The guy that just died.
Oh, fuck. I don't remember that guy's name.
His suits were actually cool. Fuck you, Don Cherry. And Bonino's not even Canadian. Well, fuck you and your "we're Canadian" shit.
What is Bonino? Is he American?
Fuck yeah, he's American.
Well, that's probably why he doesn't like him.
Fuck him. He doesn't like Alex Ovechkin because he's a fucking racist fuck too. Normally, he always bitches about Russia and Alex Ovechkin because he thinks it's the fucking Cold War still.
I don't think Canada was in the Cold War.
Fuck Don Cherry.
He's dead right on the ice scenes. Those were 2 really bad hockey plays.
Why?
Because the face-off comes back down into your zone, into your defensive zone.
I understand that, but there's 30 seconds left in the game.
It's an empty net.
I understand that, but there's 30 seconds left in the game. So, really, you're reacting off of a get this the fuck out of here type situation. I know people don't like the face-off and the re-enter.
You're only up by a goal. That's fucking dangerous, impulsive, pussy play.
So is trying to pass it to someone else and it getting the turnover.
Shoot it at the net. Put it at the net. It's fucking wide open.
He probably was trying. He probably just fucking sucks.
Well, that could be true too. You never know. That could be true.
That's my point.
I don't hate Bonino like Don Cherry does. I think Don Cherry is trying to get people to watch Canadian TV too, so that's why he goes a little bit harder. I hate the embellishing shit. I hate Nick Foligno did it earlier in the playoffs, or maybe at the end of the season, where he flipped his fucking. Nick Foligno is the fucking true goddamn American captain. You'll watch your mouth.
That's how I feel about Bonino.
But
That's why I'm so fucking upset about it.
And that shit has to get out of the game. They need to start. If they have to fucking start replaying penalties, I don't give a fuck what they have to do. But that shit, it's turning into fucking soccer. He's right there, or the NBA.
It's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
That was a full-blown Columbus Crew fucking play.
TJ Oshie did the exact same thing last year in, I think, almost the exact same game.
Was the penalty called?
Yeah, they called on Bonino.
With 3 minutes left in the game?
And then Oshie ripped off like 3 goals in a row, and the Capitals won Game 5. It was like the same fucking situation almost.
Well, I just don't. I don't want the players to start doing it.
I think funny that it was Oshie back on Benino when it happened to Benino on Oshie last year.
Well, if you saw Oshie, he didn't even question it. He just skated off and went, well, fuck.
Because you can't question it.
So maybe Oshie knew. He's like, well, fuck, I owed him one.
Here's what pisses me off about that. He clearly gets decked in the shoulder. So he tilts his head back like crazy.
He gets tapped on the shoulder, barely.
That's fine. Instincts, you're getting hit, you're going to move your head. The holding his chin afterwards, that's the fake.
That's what gets him this week's fuckboy of the week, is the hand to the face was completely unnecessary. That is
the same thing last year.
That is some Bush League basketball shit.
It's never going to go away.
It will. Men will be back in the game. It will happen.
It's never going to happen because I won a football game off of a fake injury in high school.
Yeah, and look where that got you, fucking doing a podcast with me.
It was amazing. It was the best play I've ever seen in my eyes. David Barrett caught a pass.
I'm not listening to your fucking high school football song. This is not a fucking Bruce Springsteen song.
No, listen, this is in the game, and I think it's never going to change for any sport because of.
It does for men. Men don't fucking fake injuries.
It's a fake timeout in football.
Yeah, I'm not fucking taking the timeout. Fuck the timeout. I'll lose the goddamn game.
You can win a game. I didn't fake the injury, but someone did on my team. We ended up winning because of it.
Yeah, well.
Coach, at the end of the game, he got told that was a really smart play.
You lost. Losers in life.
I think everyone's kind of blowing it out of proportion.
I think it's only blown out of proportion because it was a Penguin it happened to. And obviously you're going to be a little biased with that. And there's this common...
because it's dog. No one even remembers the ocean happened.
There's a common thread in the league right now, too, of... It's just in the line of another bad call that's happened in this playoffs. And like you said when we were talking earlier, these guys are human. So then this begs the question, start replaying them a little bit. I know the games go longer than people want to. So say the last 3 minutes of the game, you replay a fucking penalty. They do it in college. You know what I'm not questioning right now? North Dakota losing to fucking Boston in overtime. Because I saw it. They took care of it. There's no question about it.
That was a goal.
Yeah.
Okay, they were reviewing a goal. That's why that offsides got called. If that wasn't a goal, that offsides would have never been called. They would have won.
Pittsburgh went on that power play and it ended the game. It ended the game. They didn't score, but how many fucking shorthanded goals have been scored in the playoffs?
Benino, game 2, Capitals. But he sucks.
He is not a good hockey player, that is correct.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
He's not.
The dude's lights out.
He is lucky he's on the team he's on.
He plays great hockey, I think.
We'll see.
He's got one more Stanley Cup than Don Cherry will ever have.
He's got the worst beard in hockey.
He's got one more Stanley Cup than Don Cherry will ever have. So anything he says, Benito's probably just laughing.
I hope Don Cherry comes back and coaches for the Penguins.
No, why would you want someone to barely even... He's got Holder Cup hanging up in his back office. Fucking guy thinks he's some kind of legend.
Well, he is Canada's... I mean, we don't even have a Don Cherry here. The closest thing we have is Milbury, and he's a fucking moron.
Milbury at least played, 17 years?
Is Milbury American? He's fucking Canadian, isn't he? He's got to be. I don't think they had American players back when he played. The best thing Milbury ever did was beat somebody with their own shoe.
Boston.
Yeah, he was fucking Brogan Flanagan before Brogan Flanagan.
He played for Boston for like almost 15 years. Yeah. Mike Milbury also didn't even wear a fucking helmet, did he?
Oh, I guarantee he didn't.
Yeah, so we have a Don Cherry. His name is Mike Milbury. He was born in Boston, Massachusetts.
Was he born in Boston, Mass?
Fucking played for Boston, was born in Boston.
That's pretty goddamn American. Boston's like the worst fucking place ever, though.
Fuck Don Cherry. That's why I like Mike Milbury so much.
I would like to dedicate this Labatt Blue I'm drinking to Don Cherry and the coach's corner at TSN.
Now, I think Keith Jones' bitch ass.
Jesus Christ, dude. You can tell the Penguins lost tonight. You got a lot of hate coming out of you.
I'm pretty sure Keith Jones is from Ontario.
Spewing hate. Don Cherry with the suits, though, is a little fucking much, dude. We can tell by your face that you suck dick.
Don Cherry, his suits are...
They don't even look good. The other dude was high fashion. The fucking cancer dude for the NBA. He was high fashion. Don Cherry just looks like a fucking asshole.
Yeah, the guy from Craig Sager, he was wearing, like...
What fucking...
$10,000 suits.
Yeah, he's wearing what fucking, like, Westbrook's wearing now.
Yeah, he was wearing, like, very expensive shit that Kevin Garnett said, I want you to go home.
Sager's wife is a dime piece, isn't she?
Yeah, she was, like, really young, too, I think.
Fucking cunt of the year, 82?
I don't know. I can't answer that.
That's probably not a real thing, I would assume. So, I don't hate. I hate the face grab from Bonino. He scores big goals in the playoffs. He kind of disappears in the regular season. But that's fine. I mean, when you need somebody to step up, it's not against, the Canucks in Game 33.
HBK line was huge last year.
HBK line will be something that I think
was huge.
I'll remember as an old man is the HBK line. You know what I mean? That was something else.
And that was fucking Bonino.
I think it was more Hagelin than anybody.
Hagelin, Bonino, and Kessel. They were amazing together.
You gotta be a little scared right now. I know it's, damn near impossible for 2 more wins. But Holtby came alive tonight. Holtby turned into the guy he usually is.
We won the series last year 4-2.
I believe it. I mean, I believe it. But I don't think I saw the Capitals play like that last year at all.
You know what else we did last year? We won the first round against the Rangers 4-1. This year we won against the Blue Jackets 4-1.
Oh, I think it was 4-3, Game 7.
It's all happening again.
So, and you saw this too. Ovi went to the third line tonight. I think people made more out of that than what it actually is. It's just trying to do something.
Did you see what happened when they took him out and they put back in whatever the fuck his name is? Shatakursky?
Shatakursky?
I don't know what his name is.
Who are you trying to say? Burkowski?
I'm trying to say Shatakursky. Wait on down in the Shatakursky.
Who is Shatakursky? I need to...
Burakovsky.
Oh my fucking god. The guy that scored the first goal.
Yeah, Shatakat. It was an assist.
Shatakathy? Fucking Kathy?
It was an assist from Shattenkirk, and I remember I mixed their names together earlier in the game. I said, that was a fucking Shatakursky.
I'm calling this episode Chattanooga.
Anyway, he was on the line.
No, I'm calling it Chattahoochee.
He was on the line that Ovi was supposed to be on, and they took him out and put Shatakursky back in.
Oh, and holy fuck, you can't keep saying Shatakursky.
And he got the goal.
Burkowski.
Fucking.
Not even close to Shatakursky.
It was an assist from Shattenkirk.
So you're mixing Shattenkirk and Burkowski into one human, Shatakursky.
It's like fucking Jennifer and fucking Ben Affleck is like Benifer.
So I'm going to call the episode Shattersky.
Well, if they ever get an assist to goal together, it is a Shattersky.
It's not. You just can't name it. You just can't make shit happen. You're not fucking Bill Shakespeare.
Bill Brasky.
You got to be worried though.
I'm worried every game. My stress level during the Stanley Cup playoffs is unbearable. My emotions run high.
Yeah, it's rough. It also makes me think they gotta change the fucking. They gotta go back to the old system. 1 plays 8, 2 plays 7.
Yeah, it makes it's super intense though. They win that battle.
Yeah, but then it's Ottawa versus the Penguins.
Or the Capitals.
What a snooze fest.
You know, I fucking called that before the playoffs started. Remember, I said Ottawa or the Rangers can beat any team up until they play either the Capitals or the Penguins.
Yeah. No, they're not. New York's pretty fucking goddamn good.
Yeah, they are. They're going to win that series, though. I still got faith in that.
I do, too. I just don't think Ottawa's that good. Ottawa seems to let you beat yourself. Ottawa just kind of hangs around in there and, doesn't do much stupid shit and then just goes, oh, okay, shit. You guys fucked up. We took the play in the neutral zone. We got a 2-on-1. We will score on this opportunity.
I mean, the Capitals...
Erik Karlsson, though, is a fucking stud.
Yeah, he's the man.
He's a fucking beast. Some of his passes from, full ice this season have been just incredible.
Here's what I think about Holtby.
Holt Beast?
And the game tonight. How often do you beat the Capitals with 22 shots on goals?
Never.
That's my point.
Never.
So, yeah, he played well, but we only had 22 shots.
Why weren't you getting shots?
Third period, I don't know what happened. We came out really strong. Crosby had the shot on goal within 8 seconds, and I was thinking, yeah, end it. And then
it seemed to me like Washington had the puck constantly.
As soon as Washington tied it 2-2, everything flipped.
Well, then it was 2 goals in 27 seconds.
Yeah. Well, but it shouldn't have been on that fucking Holt McGold. But that's whatever.
No, it was a hand pass to himself, and then it
was
It was a hand pass and then a hook on Penguins. There was the whole play was riddled with penalties.
Yeah, and then they just let the goal go down.
Did you see Sidney freaking the fuck out on the bench?
He doesn't act like that. He was fucking pissed.
No, I have never seen him react like that.
You can clearly see him say he's fucking. You can hear him say, "Oh,
are you fucking kidding me?" or something. I have, and then you saw him skate out on his next shift and talk to McClary or whatever the fuck the ref.
Yeah, straight to him. Went straight to him.
Straight to him. I have never seen him react like that.
I think he was riddled and rattled today. Have you ever seen him sweat so much?
No, he was sweating like fucking Brandon Fraser and goddamn bedazzled.
He really was.
Hey.
I think game speed. He didn't do anything for 3 days.
Yeah, that's... and he probably wasn't allowed to do shit besides, lay in a bed.
They're coming back game 6. Fucking really... They're coming back game 6. We didn't do our predictions, but I think Pittsburgh wins in Pittsburgh next game. We're coming back game 6.
I hope it's a close game. This is the game I wanted to see all series. This is how I wanted this series to go. I wanted this series to go to 7 games just so I can fucking watch it.
I don't want to go back to Washington, and I'm pretty sure none of those players do too.
No, fuck no, you wouldn't want to go back to that arena. Woke the fuck up tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We had to end it in Pitt. Last year we had to play Game 7 against the fucking Tampa Bay Lightning, and I thought my fucking heart was going to explode.
Yeah, and what's his dick came back.
Yeah, I don't like Game 7s in playoffs. I don't like watching
The second they said Stamkos was playing, I said, fuck yes, Tampa Bay's winning.
I don't like watching Game 7s. Like Cavs, Warriors Game 7 last year, my fucking emotions were... You couldn't even talk to me if you were in the same room. I might have either cried or thrown up.
I knew they were winning that the whole time. Wasn't worried for a second.
Yeah, sure.
Never doubted it. Never doubted him.
All right. I know this is very unrelated to hockey.
You better hurry up and fucking say whatever the fuck you're going to say.
Super fast. Last year during the press conference, they said, Klay Thompson said he thinks that maybe you just got your feelings hurt, and LeBron laughed really hard. He hasn't lost a game since he laughed in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They won those 3 straight, and they've won 7 straight this year.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck.
I think Klay Thompson made him mad.
All right, Ottawa, New York. Who you got?
New York.
New York. I'm taking Ottawa. Taking Ottawa and the $300. Penguins, Capitals. I do think the Penguins will win it at home next game.
I obviously hope that that's what happens.
You hope that's what happens?
I would never pick Washington on Game 6 is Pitts.
Okay. I think the Ducks are going to take it. I think the Ducks are going to beat the Oilers. And I think the Oilers are going to be around for like the next 10 years in that final game or in the Stanley Cup. This is only the beginning for Edmonton.
I agree. My heart says Ducks. My bracket says Edmonton, so I'm going to pick the Ducks.
Duck vibes. Nashville Blues. Never bet against the Blues. Go Blues.
Yeah, I'm never going to ever pick that team because I fucking hate PK Subban.
Oh, yeah. So Ryan Ellis has 9 points. PK Subban has 7. You don't hear about Ryan Ellis still.
Yeah, because Subban's the best player in hockey.
And Ryan Ellis is 5'10", 180 pounds. That's freakishly small.
Yeah, well, how many commercials does he have?
None. Exactly. I was 5'10", 180 pounds in the 4th grade. That's for sure. Some general news before we get into stats, Big Ran, then we got to get out of here. I think we're running long, actually.
I was never 5'10", 180 pounds.
You're, what, 5'11" now? Fucking 260?
5'11"? What are you smoking?
Nothing. Fucking sitting out here in the fucking candle-lit studio because my farts smell so bad. I can't even stand the smell of my own fart right now.
That's weird.
I had this fucking meatloaf my wife made, and it's legendary, but my asshole has been just fucking wreaking havoc on the whole house. I basically was banned to the garage all day. Did you see the USA lost to Germany?
No.
Our men's International Ice Hockey Federation team lost to Germany, who barely has a national hockey team, 2-1. Do you know who's on our team?
No.
You haven't looked at our roster?
Not really.
I like it. It's, it's a lot of dudes that, don't make the playoffs, so that's why they're there. Dylan Larkin, for instance. A lot of the junior kids that won gold, like McAvoy's there, Greenway's there.
Yeah, I figured that's the dudes that we're playing.
Anders Bjork from Notre Dame's there.
Notre Dame. Cal Peterson playing?
Who?
Cal Peterson?
Yeah, he's the third goalie.
Cool.
Behind Jimmy Howard and Hallebeck from Winnipeg. Who else was on the team? Some of the.
Who plays on Germany's team?
Yeah, exactly.
Germany's best player is Tom Kuhnackel for the Penguins.
Thomas Greiss is their fucking goalie.
Who's the best Germany player?
The
Kuhnackel?
best. Nah, I mean he's definitely one of them. I don't know. Thomas Greiss, the goalie.
Kuhnuckle's the only German player I know. That's why I just keep saying it's Kuhnuckle.
They barely have a team. Like, they barely have a fucking hockey team. You'd think it'd be more prominent to them, but, like, they're more into fucking soccer and shit over there than just drinking beer.
Yeah. Fuck Germany.
You can fucking tell when the goddamn Penguins lose, dude. Fuck Germany. That's fucking insane. All right, I'm gonna read the fucking United States roster to you here. Connor Murphy from Ohio, from Dublin. Some kid from Minnesota State. Some dude from the Avalanche. Jacob Trouba, he's a baller. Anders Bjork, Jordan Greenway, fucking love him. Johnny Hockey, Nick Bjorkstrad, Jack motherfucking Eichel. Clayton Keller, who's fucking a stud. He was on the World Juniors team. Dylan Larkin. Connor Murphy's the fucking captain. You gotta be shitting on me.
Old Murph dog.
Old Murph dog from Ohio. The defenseman from the Coyotes is their fucking captain.
Coyotes.
That's fucked up. Jimmy Howard, Brock Nelson, I said Dylan Larkin, Connor Hallebuck, Noah Hannafin, fucking stud, Trevor Van Riemsdyk, and Danny DeKeyser. Danny DeKeyser makes it because Jim Blashill's the fucking... So I'll name you you want the NHL players for Canada, or for Germany? Thomas Greiss, New York Islanders, goalie. Tobias Reeder from the Arizona Coyotes. Most of these guys are like playing some fucked up German league. Dennis Siedenberg, Islanders. So I guess the Islanders are just a fucking pure German team. And a kid from Western Michigan University, Frederick Tiffels.
Old Fred. That would explain a lot why I hate the fucking Islanders so much.
Exactly. Do you remember Marcus Lisinski, the German foreign exchange student?
That played basketball?
No, he fucking lived with Ian and was into heavy metal.
Oh, that was Johan. Yeah, I remember him too.
So his hometown team is the Kölner High, and they got like fucking 3 players from his hometown team playing. Patrick Haga, Dominic Kunin, Philip Gogolu. Anyway, that's shit no one fucking cares about. But we did lose to Germany, and that is not fucking cool at all.
That's super sad.
That's real fucking sad. All right. Points leaders right now in the playoffs. Do you know who's in first?
Jake the Snake?
Jake the Snake is in second.
Damn.
No, Jake the Snake is in third. Sorry.
Damn.
A Penguin is in first in points.
Malkin.
Yes, with 16. Ryan Getzlaf from the Anaheim Ducks with 15, and Jake the Snake Gutzel with 12 from the, I almost said Steelers, from the Penguins. Goals. Tied for first, Getzlaf and Guntz, 8 apiece. Silverberg for the Ducks with 7, comes in second. Assists, obviously Malkin's going to be leading that if he has 16 points and isn't leading in goals. He's got 12. Erik Karlsson, what?
Yeah.
Erik Karlsson has 10 assists for Ottawa. And Phil fucking Kessel, third place in assists. For all the people that say all he can do is score goals, old Phil's got a fucking another thing coming for you.
All he can do is play good in the playoffs.
He's not a bad hockey player. That's all you can, I mean, as much as everybody wants him to be, he's just not.
Who thinks he's bad?
Tons of people.
Why? He was the face of that fucking franchise for 10 years.
Because he didn't do shit.
It don't matter.
It does.
He put up endless amounts of goals.
That's what they say. That's what they say. All he can do is score goals.
Your head coach is a dickhead for not putting him on Team USA.
Phil Kessel's the dickhead in that situation because Phil Kessel said he was hurt and then started tweeting from home that he wanted to play. He's the fuck in that situation. He would have definitely been on that team if he would have said he was healthy to play.
I think there was some kind of bad blood situation. Something happened.
Phil Kessel's a piece of shit. That's what happened.
I hear they don't want him, and then he says that, and then it's like, God damn, what happened?
That he was on. If he would have been healthy, he was on that team for sure.
That's what I think.
Hopefully, this whole Olympic shit gets worked out, and Phil Kessel's on that team. Which reminds me, this summer we're going to do a biscuit off-season Olympic picks, and Big Rand and I are going to pick our Olympic team for the United States. NHL players. Or Americans. I mean, I want to put Parsons in that net, but we'll see what happens. And we're going to go pick for pick, so say first line I get 2 picks, second line you get 2 picks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So get ready for that. Plus minus, Raquel for the Ducks with a plus fucking 12 in the playoffs. Kessel, fat fucking Kessel, a plus 11. All they do is fucking score when he's on the ice.
Yeah, he's awesome.
But he's also on that power play, so that does. I think that adds into your plus minus, and that's gonna fucking give you a lot of points pluses there.
He also makes every line better. So when you have Benino, Hagelin, and him, that line just becomes ridiculous. Or if you have Malkin, Rust, and Hornquist, and you're Sullivan, and you decide to throw Kessel with Kessel, Malkin, and Rust, that line becomes better.
I'll tell you.
He gets tossed line from line, and he makes those lines better because he's a scoring threat on all of them.
I'll tell you why people don't like him and don't respect him. It's because of his fucking face.
I was just going to say the same thing.
It's because of his fucking face. If he didn't look the way he did, people wouldn't hate him. But
I
since
agree.
he's such a pile of walking shit...
I also think Toronto almost ruined his career.
It did. He was washed up at that point. Nobody wanted him. Pittsburgh takes him because they're fucking smart.
He comes there for 1 year, we win the cup. He's here again. We're contending really good for it again.
He's got to go. You better enjoy this team because this team is not going to be the same. You can't pay all these guys.
Why?
Because the league won't allow it. Watch what fucking happens to your team. Watch what happens.
I'm really only worried about Fleury. They can get rid of whoever they want.
Fleury's gone. Fleury's a gambit.
Super sad to think about it.
Especially after he wins the Conn Smythe.
I hope they win it this year. We gotta get through Washington first.
If they do, and we'll talk about it, he deserves it, and we'll talk about some of the dudes that have played in the net and have won the Conn Smythe, because we talked about that privately. We don't have enough time today to say it, but there was a man who played for our team, a couple teams, that was pretty fucking good at goalie.
Yeah.
Edmondson for the Blues is also at a plus 11. Goals against average, Pecorine, a 1.41. Save percentage, guess who? Pecorine, 951. Most wins, guess who? Knock knock, Pecorine, 7.
Should be tied.
He might have been, because he's tied with shutouts with Cam Talbot at 2. So he's
Fleury's
probably tied with
7.
Fleury at 7.
Yeah.
And that's your stats for the 2017 playoffs to this date. Everybody's 3-2.
Yep.
America's losing to Germany. Big Ran, where do you find the biscuit?
Twitter at The Biscuit Pod. Facebook at The Biscuit Podcast. And Buzzsprout.com.
I think it's thebiscuitpodcast.buzzsprout.com. We are on Stitcher Radio, iTunes, Google Play Music. Anywhere where you can get a podcast, we're on it. If we're not, it's a fucking stupid system. And nobody likes it. And nobody likes you. Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
And Don Cherry.
Not Don Cherry.